Throughout most of your college career, you're going to be required to use library databases. These databases work a little differently from search engines like Google, so this video will cover some of the strategies for using library databases effectively. These days, we're all pretty good at searching the internet, and we can use Google to find just about anything. Reviews of our favorite TV shows, the latest weather report, or biographical information about a famous person, all in just minutes. We know how to do this because it's so easy. Put in a few keywords, an entire sentence, a question, and bam! In seconds, we have exactly what we need. But being a good Google user doesn't mean you can easily search the resources needed for your academic work, resources like databases and library search tools. And if your instructor says you need scholarly, peer-reviewed sources, Google probably isn't going to help you too much. That's because library databases work differently than search engines like Google. They are much pickier and just not as intuitive. Using a database means you're going to have to spend some time thinking about how and what you're going to search for. That's why creating a search strategy can save you a lot of time and effort. Today we're going to look at how you can do that using OneSearch, the default search tool on the library homepage. Let's say you decided to write a paper on this question: how do zoos play a role in animal conservation? You can take the path of least resistance and copy and paste the question itself into a library database, but that will most likely give you poor results. Or you could take a few minutes and come up with a search strategy. First, we want to pick out only those words that are directly related to our research question and eliminate the ones that are not going to help us much. How and do are not words specific to our research question, so we're not going to use them. What about play or role? They could help, but it could also appear in a lot of information not directly related to our question, so let's eliminate them for now. That leaves us with two great keywords: zoos and animal conservation. Now we're going to put those words together. Unlike Google, which places an invisible "and" between all your keywords, in many library databases like OneSearch, you must add the word "and" between your keywords. We'll need to change zoos animal conservation to zoos and animal conservation. So we're done, right? Not so fast. Library databases also use another important word to combine key terms, and that word is the magical "or." Or can add so much to your search. As you know, there are many different terms or phrases you can use for the same idea or concept. You can use "or" to include those other words or phrases, words like synonyms, related words, or examples. So for the word zoo, we could also use the words petting zoo, aquarium, wildlife park, and zoological park. And for animal conservation, we could also use a related word like wildlife conservation. Now we need to put these together with our other words. Library databases do this with the use of "or" and parentheses. Anytime you use an "or", you want to make sure you nest the related words in parentheses. You can also check to see if there's an advanced search function too. In this example, you are telling the database to look for resources that include the word zoo or aquarium or wildlife park, plus the word animal conservation or wildlife conservation. This will produce results that definitely include the word zoo, aquarium, or wildlife park, plus the word animal conservation or wildlife conservation. There really is no limit to how many words you can use. So next time you need to use a library database, save yourself time, effort, and frustration by following these steps. Enter only those words that are directly related to concepts in your research question. Eliminate words that are not relevant. Come up with synonyms and other related words to your keywords. Put them in together with ands and ors. Your search results will thank you. And if you ever run into any questions or want to reach out for help, contact the Library Assistance Desk at the Kramer Family Library.